welcome to another edition of NCC TV. I am your host, Wayna Dobson. Today, we are here at the City County building on French Street in our beautiful city, downtown Wilmington, and we are at the Newcastle County Government Student Government Day, and I am here with one of the brilliant students who came out this morning. How are you?
I'm all right.
Good. Would you tell the viewing audience your name and what school you attend?
My name is Adolphus Fletcher. I currently go to Del Castle Technical High School. I'm in graphic arts. I'm doing graphic design there. I have a business card.
Okay. Did you say you have a business card? Okay, I love it. And I will take your business card. Thank you so much. So what made you decide to be a part of this event today?
Well, originally, to be completely 100% honest, I thought it was just going to be something that would look great on my resume.
Okay.
But after seeing and talking to people at my school that are seniors now that participated in the program last year, they told me how much of a great opportunity it was to see and meet new people and participate in legislation. And it kind of inspired me to come and actually take this 100% seriously and see my future, which I want to take more seriously as well.
Okay, so today you had the opportunity to learn about the county government. Was there anything in particular that stood out in your head?
Well, there were lots of things going through my mind. It was, first off, it was how quick people were making their speeches and speaking, and I was like, wow, I don't know if I can keep up. Because I'm from North Wilmington, and there's not a lot of this going on.
Okay.
So it was an experience, and some things that were going through my mind were some of the situations we were going policing and the brutality and things like that. And then when the sergeant or chief spoke, I was thinking, should I ask him about what's going on with the police and how brutality was being taken care of? And then I started thinking, well, I love police. They do what they do. They do their job. And I know there are some apples that spoil the bunch. So I didn't feel like that.
Right. So actually that was Chief Elmer Setting, and I too was really impressed with some of his answers that he was giving.
Nice.
He was very honest, which I really loved, and I believe that if we had more people like Chief Settings, then the police departments would be most definitely better than what they are now. So, and he admitted that. So, so what do you plan on doing in the future, in your future?
Well, as most people would say, I want to be rich and famous.
Okay.
But I do have a lot of ambitions and endeavors that have to do with my community, education, and because both of my parents were teachers. My mom's Regina Fletcher at Bayard. Dad, he currently works at the Bellevue, but he used to work at Thomas Edison Charter School.
Okay.
And so I want to do something with education, helping youth, and being an inspiration to others, getting people on the right track. Because there's a lot of people in my neighborhood that I know that have potential, but because of the environment we're in, they don't meet that potential.
Right. So I believe that that's what life is all about, giving back to the community. So thank you so very much.
Thank
I
you.
know you will be very successful in life.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye. Would you be kind and tell the viewing audience your name and what school you attend?
Sure. My name is Vilasa Navarapu, and I attend the Charter School of Wilmington.
Okay. And what encouraged you to come out to this event today?
So for a really long time, I've kind of known what I wanted to do with my life. I've always wanted to pursue a career in public service, and through politics, I believe I've kind of found my voice and I've found my passion. So Boyd State was just one of those opportunities where I could kind of express my views about things that were really important to me, which is why I decided to come out today.
Okay, I love it. So what are one of the things that are important to you?
Definitely public health and safety, and mainly I think one of the new topics that isn't really talked about enough in our society is incarceration. We see in the United States alone, we own 25% of the world's prisoners, and we're fifth in the world for incarceration rates. And to me, that's just unacceptable, because the point of a prison system is to help people and make them into productive citizens, and right now we're not seeing that.
Very true. So what do you think about about reentry programs?
I'm in support of them because the way the corrections department is set up now, it focuses all of its resources on punishment instead of helping people get back on their feet. So when you have recidivism rates as high as they are now, you know the prison system's not working.
Very
so
good.
I think anything to help people get back on their feet is really what we need to be focusing
Right.
on.
I know, I remember hearing Council President Bullock mention that we need to move out of the word punishment. And some people have mental issues as well that cause them to do bad things in life. So I definitely agree with you. So you said you want to be a public service person. Do you know exactly what you want to do?
Well, yeah, this past summer I had the honor of interning with the Senator, Brian Townsend.
Okay.
And it was an absolutely amazing experience. And I kind of realized then that I kind of wanted to do what he did and serve the community to the best of my ability.
Okay. Well, I want to be the first to shake you, Senator.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much for coming out today.
Thank you.
Would you tell the viewing audience your name and what school you attend?
My name is Claire Moosberg, and I attend Archmere Academy.
Okay, Claire. What did you get out of today's session?
I learned a lot about the different departments in the government, and I learned a lot particularly about the community servants department, which I found particularly interesting. I didn't really realize just how many things the government actually is involved in, and I thought it was interesting that the community service department deals a lot with the housing and the arts. I'm actually really involved in the arts.
Okay.
So I'm actually really interested in volunteering with the arts department of it. So I'm gonna go talk to the lady later. But so I learned a lot about that, and then a lot about the budget and how difficult it is to, because I guess a lot of people don't really realize how difficult it is to actually pass legislation and stuff in the government. So they are always, the public always wants things to get done, but it's actually more difficult in the government, from the government perspective, to get things done and everything. So
I'm glad you're learning that at the age that you are, because we get so many calls thinking that we can change the world with a snap of a finger, and it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you realize that.
Yeah,
So
it's really interesting.
Right, most definitely. I know that the general manager of community service, Sophia Hansen, she is really into our youth and arts as well. So I know that she'll be happy that you'll be a part of
she's
volunteering. Yes. All right. Thank you so very much for allowing us this time with you.
So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Thank you so much for coming out today. Would you be kind and tell the viewing audience your name and what school you attend?
Jasmine Winslow, and I am from, I attend Delaware Military Academy.
The Military Academy. Yay! A female. I love it. So what encouraged you to come out today to this event?
Well, I just wanted to learn more about government and, how it works, and we had many, many great speakers. So I'm glad to hear it.
Was there anyone in particular that stuck out in your mind?
They were all pretty good.
They were.
So.
Okay. So what do you plan on doing after you leave the academy? You're going to go where?
I was thinking about going south and going to Florida, applying to the University of Florida. So.
The University of
Florida.
Of Florida. Okay. And what do you want to major in?
Physics.
Business. Okay. All right.
International business.
Okay.
Really
I love that.
So I want to learn a different language.
So, what language do you want to learn?
Mandarin.
Okay.
And next year I'm going to do Asian studies, so that's going to help me too.
Very good. So you'll go all abroad and learn different
Traveling,
things.
I love it.
Very good. And one of the things that I believe that you'll be able to do, if you travel and do international, you can come back to Delaware. I'm all about giving back.
Yeah,
you got to
coming
come
back
back.
to see.
Most definitely. Okay, so we're going to be looking forward to you to coming back here
Definitely.
to give back to the community. Thank you so very much for coming out today. Hello and welcome back to NCC TV. I could not go on without bringing Mrs. Angela Harris to the microphone. Angie, you were very instrumental in pulling this all together. So you've been doing it since you've been with the county. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Okay. Well, I came in and I was told that once a year the county, with the executive office, has a student government day. We have a part to play in that. We organize the speakers. We do some of these, as far as the names, getting the names together, and then we provide the lunch.
Okay.
We have the first part of the day, and then the other half goes to county council.
Now, this is my first year attending, and I have to say the speakers were phenomenal. I even learned a lot just listening to Council President Bullock, as well as, let me see, also Chief Settings was very good.
Yes.
And then CAO David Grimaldi, finance. It was like he was in his lane, and the students were very intrigued. They had great questions. So the students that came out today, one of the gentlemen were saying this is the most that we've had so far.
Kind of, I don't know. I think it's probably the same list. There's always over 100 students.
Okay. And where do the students come from?
Well, I was told that they're like the brightest and the best, more or less, well, some of the brightest and the best. They come from Archmere and Salesiana and St. Mark's and St. George's and Concord and Conrad and Paul Hoskins, well, all the different schools, Newark, Charter, Callaway, so they come
from Newcastle County schools.
Newcastle County.
Okay.
Well, we even had a couple I saw that were from Pennsylvania, so that were on the list, as a matter of fact. So, and these students come in, as you can see, they're really engaged.
Yes.
They have really great questions to ask. They listen. These are students, I think, that have an interest in government, possibly to do it as their own career. But they come in here, and I always tell the speakers, when you come in, remember that you have high school students that are bright, and they're going to ask questions, so be prepared.
They were. The questions were like outstanding questions.
Absolutely.
And I do like the way that Councilman Bullock went. He talked about heroin, and the students, you can tell, were intrigued.
Yes.
And I'm sure probably 1 out of 10 of them know someone who has dealt or had something to do with heroin. Their questions were like on point. So yeah.
Yeah, they have those questions that you hope they ask.
Right.
Those are the questions that's what makes it so great, because you want to know what the young adults are thinking today, and you're only hoping that they're thinking in certain areas. And so after the speakers, those students don't disappoint.
They
come out and they ask those questions that you're hoping that our youth are thinking about today.
I know a few of the questions, our eyes was locking
yes. About
that
what's
was
happening
good.
down in Baltimore in policing, for
Yes.
instance, and what's happening across the United States in policing.
Yes.
They had questions about that, and how would Newcastle County handle that? And we had Colonel Settings, thank God, who could really answer that question.
Right. So actually today I really learned that, a lot of people say that youth are our future. Like today it was like a light bulb moment, like yes. Even CAO David Grimaldi, he let them know, like, okay, the things that used to happen years ago are not the things that are happening today, and their bright minds are going to take us to the future.
Correct. And he is a prime example that you can be 30-something and can be in a powerful position in county government.
That's right.
So he brings hope to that.
Yes.
We have I think he may even be the youngest CAO in county history. I got to check that out.
Okay.
But he comes to the table and he has so much information, and you can see their eyes all light up when he spoke.
Yes.
He has a certain presence. And then we had a gifted with the county executive.
Yes. Very good.
Who comes in there, and he can tell them, because he's done it the second time around.
Right.
So we had I'm just so proud that we had some of the best speakers today.
Most
with Jim Smith to do our land use. And then we had Carrie Casey, who did our community service. We had Mike Coop, who did the finance department. We had Wayne Merritt, who did our special services.
Right.
So, it was just a wonderful day. I don't think I forgot anybody.
I don't, no, you
And then we had Jimmy Mack.
Yes.
who emceed. Thank God for Jimmy Mack.
I know, that's right.
That
He
came
saved
and
the day.
emceed for us. And then we had you guys that all showed up
Yes.
and recorded. So
Right.
the day was a wonderful day.
Right. So this really goes to show you that, I mean, we kind of work behind the scenes. I didn't really do too much, but I mean, we had the NCC TV crew. Tony Prado was here, Josue and Steve Berg were here. But it takes a whole team to bring the vision together that the county exec has. So that's what I love about working here at the county.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
thank you, Angie.
Thank you so much.
Okay.